Konbanwan, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, or whatever time zone you're in. And welcome to more Doki Doki Literature Club. Hello, guys. I'm home. I'm finally back, and I'm ready to consistent stream again. Hi, guys. I am home. I'm home. Hello. Hello. India. Silly. Oh my god! Hags! I missed you so much. I'm home! I missed you! I'm so happy to see you. Welcome home. Would you like dinner or bath or maybe me? I would like every option, please. I'm finally back. And I'm so excited to stream longer and also more now that I'm home. I'm back! Finally, God! I'm finally back. Let's see. What did I do today? I woke up early. I've been waking up every morning, guys. Every morning except one. I've been waking up at like 9 AM or so. And today I woke up and I showered. And then I packed and I got some lunch before I went to the airport. And I had some sushi again. It was cheap. It was really cheap. But it was really good quality. And then I tried to go to a bakery today. But for some reason the website didn't specify that the bakery was only closed on Thursdays. So when I went, it was closed. It was closed. So instead I went to Starbucks and I got a Frappuccino. And then I went to the airport. And on the airplane, I watched Balto. I watched Balto. And then when my mom picked me up, I came home. And I had like a bunch of packages on my bed. Yeah, so of the packages, a friend of mine was like, hey, do you think I could like family share your Steam and also use your streaming services? Can I like buy you something in exchange for those things? And I was like, yeah. And I explained that my mouse was broken. And I was like, I could use like a cheap new mouse. And they were like, okay. I can do that. And so I expected to just come home to a mouse, but they got me a matching keyboard to go with it. Do you guys want to hear what this sounds like? This is what my keyboard sounds like. Hold on. It's so clacky. It's so clacky. It's so clacky. I've never had like a super clacky keyboard. And they light up. It's a light up keyboard. It's a red dragon. It's a red dragon keyboard and a red dragon mouse. Yeah. And also, so I ordered Niji Sanji merch in April, I think. I ordered the Reimu little puppet plush, and I finally got her! I took a picture of me squeezing it really hard and sent it to her. And also, not that long ago, someone very graciously gifted me a 3DO ASMR microphone. And that arrived, and I'm really excited to try it out. I have no idea how to use it, but I'm gonna try to like ask some ASMR friends for some tips and some tricks. So ASMR streams and ASMR videos are on the way. So thank you, kind person, for the ASMR mic. Thank you. I wanna like try all kinds of things with it. I want to do like serious ASMR, and I also want to do like silly ASMR. Like, I shave you bald ASMR. I think that Juna did that. She also got a taser out. That was so funny. Ooh. So, Oh, I should do a bath time ASMR video where I'm taking a bath. ASMR, I'm working. You hear the clicky clackies of my keyboard. ASMR, Ooh. Do people like ear licking? Ear licking. Ear cleaning. I don't know. I'm gonna study it. I give my dog a bath ASMR. I give Beppy a bath ASMR. It's controversial? Oh. I'm probably gonna ask you guys for suggestions in a stream sometime. I'll ask you guys for suggestions. Oh, I see. But yeah, I'll like ask you guys what kind of like ASMR content you would like. And we can decide what to do. I need to practice because I'm gonna do like a proper like scripted ASMR video as like a donathon goal. So I want to practice a bit. I see, John. Yeah. I think soft talking is probably what I'm gonna try first. Soft talking and whispers. Maybe like nice affirmations. Yeah. Hi, Meriden. But yeah, I have many a thought. I have many a thought in my head, and I like to try out many a thing. I'd like to try many a thing. But yeah, I'm home. And today we are going to be playing some Doki Doki Literature Club. We're going to be playing into the festival, which is, I hear... Well, actually, I remember. It's a bit crazy. And then tomorrow, we have the Walking Dead Season 3 finale. Also, tomorrow I'm going to check out the house. I'm going to check out the house and call internet providers, and if everything looks good and all the internet providers can offer me like good service there, then I'm gonna take it, I think. So I'm gonna do a thorough check tomorrow, and then yeah, and then what else? The Walking Dead after I get home. After I get home, we will play The Walking Dead, and we will raid into the Gen 4 2-year anniversary stream, which is tomorrow as well. We go on Fiverr. I don't know if Fiverr is actually available in that area. I'm gonna call about it, but when I put in the address, like online, it didn't come up. But also, no, it didn't come up for any internet service provider. Like, at all. Even though I know that the person that currently owns it has internet service. He has like a decent connection, but it needs to be stronger for me. It's just that like those websites aren't accurate to like the address. So I need to like call and make sure. Yeah. Yeah. How excited are you? I'm very excited. I'm very excited. If all goes well, then I plan to like start moving stuff in there in January. And then be completely settled in February. Yeah. Yeah. That is my idea. Yeah, I hope so too. It's very exciting. Very much exciting. And let's see. And then on Saturday, we have 2 streams. I'm doing a hand cam stream on early in the day on Saturday. And I'm gonna be showing you guys my anime DVD collection. And then later that night, we are having country karaoke. It is unarchived, by the way, so don't miss it if you want to come. And then on Sunday, we have 2 streams as well. But I literally don't remember what the streams are. Let me see. What I put down for those days. Sunday. What's going on? I'm scrolling. I have Oh yeah, a members only stream. I'm gonna be drawing more pumpkins, and then in the evening we're gonna be playing Resident Evil 4 DLC. That's so exciting, you guys. So on Sunday we are going to be drawing pumpkins for a members only stream, and then we are going to be doing Resident Evil 4 DLC. Yeah. Shiki hands make me feel shy. My nails are so long right now. I've like never had like long nails before, or like somewhat long. You know, I'm a nail biter, and they're really long right now, and I'm trying to figure out how to like maintain them, you know, because this is like a first for me. So I just like got my nail polish off, and I'm gonna try to either repaint them or just like clean them up a bit. Yeah. You do have some nice foldable hands, thank you. They're quite small. Do you want to know something funny? Well, actually, I don't know. So, you know, I was visiting my friend Hannah, and I was like wondering, because Hannah is like an inch or so taller than me, because we're both short, right? But she's a little taller than me. And I was like, Hannah, let's compare hand sizes. My hands are actually a little bigger than hers, which is surprising because I have baby hands. I have little hands. It's just that my hands were longer. Hers were a little wider than mine, but my nails, like, not my nails, my fingers were a little longer. And I was so surprised because I don't often meet people that have smaller, like, hands than me. Because I have really small hands. I was like, no way! No way! No way your hands are smaller. I also thought that I got taller, so I measured myself. Well, Hannah measured me, and she was like, nope, you're still the same height as you said you were. And I was like, okay. And she's like, I don't think you're gonna get any taller when you're 27. And I was like, I can dream. Yeah. Soon you'll be shrinking. Oh no! My mom's shrinking. We're nearly the same height, basically. She was like 5'4" in her prime. I froze when you said I'm a nail biter because I was right in the middle of biting my own. I've been so good, I haven't bitten my nails in a month. Longer than that, actually. I've been so good. I can't wait for them to like be properly treated at like a nail salon. I'm gonna make them really pretty, you guys. And here's what I do. When I get my nails like properly done for the first time, when they're long enough for like cute designs, I'll think of a hand cam stream to show them off. We're oven mitts 24/7. I think having nail polish on helps. I think having nail polish on helps. Yeah. I only bite mine when they're long. I bite my nails out of anxiety. I never bite them because they're too long. I only bite them out of anxiety, and I like get too... Sometimes if I'm really anxious, I'll like bite into my skin and I bleed a lot. Like I'll have like sores and stuff on my hands and scabs and stuff, but I haven't done that. So like my fingers are very healthy right now. They're very, very healthy. Yeah. Yeah, I need to repaint them. I need to file them. They've never been long enough to file, but now they are. So I need to file them because I keep accidentally cutting myself with them. The healing. Yeah, so I'll make sure my nails are all pretty for you guys sometime soon. That's so exciting, guys. I've never had pretty nails before. I've barely had nails to begin with. So I'll make sure to keep them pretty for you guys so that we can have nice little hand cam streams. Ooh, I want to try to like do hand cam / ASMR streams with my nails and like stuff. I want to do like slime ASMR, like buy slime. Or we could do soap cutting. We can do all kinds of things like with hand cam and ASMR. I'll try to like study. I want to take like a few days to like research ASMR with like hands and stuff and see what we can come up with, because I think that'd be super fun. Your nails have always been pretty because they're yours. You're so sweet to me. Oh my god, I just got home and I'm already blushing. Yeah. Ooh, kinetic sand. That would be sick. I love that stuff. I can already see the image of you rubbing the slime in a sus way and then vehemently saying it's not sus. Oh my goodness. Oh, guys! I got to touch a bearded dragon for the first time this weekend. I love beardies. So Hannah and I went to a birthday party and there happened to be a bearded dragon, and her boyfriend pulled out the bearded dragon and was like, "Do you want to hold him?" And I was like, "Oh no, I mean, like, I loved reptiles, but I'm too scared. I'm too scared of like messing up with them." And so he was like, "You can pet it," and I was like, "Okay." So I pet his little head, and I pet his back, and then he was like, "Pet his belly." It was so chunky and pouchy and like soft. It was so cute. He was an old guy too. He was an old little man. I don't remember what his name was though. I think it was like Sandy or something like that. Yeah. He was so cute though. He was so cute. Oh no, his name was Polly. His name was Polly. That was it. His name was Polly. Yeah, reptile skin is interesting. I've always wanted a skink, like a blue tongue skink. I think they're so cute. I think they're so cute. I want a blue tongue skink. And tegus are so cute too. Oh my goodness. I love lizards. Geckos are so precious too. I remember Bao had a like albino leopard gecko named Peony. And that was so cute. It looked like a little raw chimkin. Yeah. They're so cute and pudgy. They are. Have you touched any snakes? No, but I've wanted to. I've wanted to. It's just that like snakes, I can't have them anywhere near my mom. She has a terrible phobia of snakes. Super terrible phobia of snakes. So I have to like not be home if I want to touch a snake. I've accidentally stepped on a snake. It wasn't that long ago actually. I stepped outside and I stepped on something and I was like, what is that? I looked down. Would you pet a crocodile? If it was a baby. If it was a baby. You know, speaking of, I think that June has mentioned to some of us that, like, when he was in high school or something like that, he worked at, like, an alligator sanctuary, and he handled, like, all the baby alligators or something like that. I think he even, like, showed us a video. It was interesting. Swamp puppies. Yeah. Yeah. My mom hates snakes. My mom hates them. I can never have a snake in her house. She would die. Oh, this isn't my first playthrough. It's my first playthrough of Natsuki's route, though. I'm playing Natsuki's route. Shiki Mama hates Sada. I remember when I went to the zoo with friends and my mom, I took like a video of a snake coming out of a mailbox and said it was Sada, and my mom was like, I thought she was gonna pass out. Sada is an okay snake in my book. She can come over, she just can't bring Jin. She just can't bring Jin. For Sada. No, it's okay. We don't have to tell my mom that Sada is a snake. Like she said, not all snakes. Like she said. No, Mochi, I don't think I've ever seen that before. I don't think I've ever seen that before. That sounds interesting, though. What do you say she is? A gorgeous woman, obviously. If I ever got a reptile, it would have to be a large one because I'm not good with bugs and a lot of the smaller... Oh, true. Like, small reptiles are so delicate. It's so scary to think about, like, accidentally hurting them. Yeah. Is channel screen broken? Oh, yeah. This has been happening so often. I remember our tech guy actually mentioned something to us to do with this. Hold on. Let me see if I can do a fix for that right now. Method 1. For people who are not logged into their Google account, a Super Chat Reader and or OBS, you need to log in. You can log out later if you want to, for whatever reason. I'd have to restart my stream to do all this. Yeah, Ami also had this issue. It's like a reoccurring thing. Hold on, let me attempt to refresh this and see if it fixes itself this way. Maybe it'll be better now. Someone type something! Yeah. But will it move? Good question. Super Chat Reader won't work unless the live chat works. It's pretty much the issue on that end, so follow these instructions, probably will fix it. Just close for OBS, follow this guide. There's a section at the bottom. Okay, let's see. Let's see what we can do. Let's see. Create a browser source or modify an existing one with URL as YouTube. Oh. What does this mean? Create a browser source or modify an existing with the URL as... Okay. Okay. Okay, let's try this then. Maybe this will work. Let's try it, guys. Let's try it. We're gonna try to fix this. Okay, now guys, type something. Fuck. Okay. Okay, that didn't work. Okay, it should be HTTPS. Okay. Let me do this. Okay. Part of your layout. In your sources, right-click the browser source you have created, modified, and click on Interact. Okay, Interact. Okay. Log into YouTube in the window that pops up. Close out after logging in. What do you mean? I literally can't do that! I don't see the option to log in or out. I can still see the chat. I don't need the chat to be like in my chat part of my Streamlabs to not see. What the heck? Sign in. I am signed in. No. This sucks. Hold on, there's another method. Where is it? I'm so confused. Create a browser source or modify an existing one. I did that. Save it. You should now have the YouTube homepage as part of your layout. Nope. Nope. It didn't give me a login thing either. Okay, method 2 for people who are logged into their Google account on Super Chat Reader and OBS. Into my Google account. Log out of your account and log back in. You can log out of Super Chat Reader and OBS by following this guide. Toggle the visibility. What if I didn't? Okay. Try it now. Try typing. Try typing. Try typing. Go. Damn. It's crazy. Well. Well. Let me try something else. Let me try something different. Hold on. Hold on, I'm gonna mute my game. And I'm gonna try to take it from the stream again instead of the YouTube studio. Okay. Pop out chat. Come on. Okay. Now let me try doing this. Let me try this instead. We'll just have BSL on the screen for the rest of the stream. So true. GG, go next. This is so sad. Can we get 8,000 likes? I don't know why it's been like that lately. It's so weird, because I had this issue during the Donathon too. Can someone type something? Anyone? Okay, that didn't work either. What the hell? Maybe if I re-enter the CSS. Maybe I have to remake the whole chat. 650 by 200. Okay, let's try this again. Let's try to remake it. Let's do this. Hold on. 650 by 200. Browser source. Add source. Chat. Okay, add source. 650 by 200. And then let me add the chat. And then V. And then... Well, that just didn't show up at fucking all. Huh? That's so weird. Huh? Okay. Transition. Does it work now? Man, I don't think it's working. Oh well. Sad. Huh. I have borned. It did not work. I say it's time we move all of PRISM Project over to Bilibili. BSL, did you hear about Bilibili? Today they announced that if a creator gets over 500,000 subscribers on Bilibili, they have to put their real fucking name in their channel. You have to, like, dox yourself if you're popular on Bilibili now due to, like, law or something like that. Yeah, so a lot of, like, VTubers can't use Bilibili anymore. 500,000. Yeah, that's crazy. It is. Yeah. I guess, like, I think that this is something that I'll just have to, like, test off stream. So I guess chat is just gonna have to stay frozen for today until I can sort this out. Until I can sort this out somehow. One way or another. Apologies for that, guys. We'll just have to deal. Yeah. We'll just have to deal with it. It'll just have to stay like that today until we can fix it. Man. You will have to stay frozen. But that is okay, because I'll still be able to read chat. I still have my chat open. I just won't be able to do anything. Mange. Yeah. Yeah. Let it go. Let it go. Let's see. Mako said that method 1 worked. Yeah, I'll just have to figure this out off stream, I think. That is okay. That is okay. We deal. We roll with the punches. Did I have any other Slack notifications while I'm looking? I did not. That is okay. Alright. Let's get into it. It's already Sunday. I've been getting increasingly anxious about Natsuki's upcoming visit. I keep telling myself there's no reason to be nervous, but it doesn't help much. I wonder if she'll act any different when it's just the two of us. Meanwhile, she's been texting me a lot. We sent each other one after exchanging numbers to double check. But it turned into conversation. She's almost a different personality on the phone, using tons of emojis and cute language. She also really likes complaining about things, but I kind of saw that one coming. Is the game screen frozen? You're kidding. No way. Really? I had to do a new... Oh my god, everything's freezing. Hold on, I have to do a new game capture, I guess. Maybe it's because this needs to be in windowed mode? Oh, what the heck? The game refuses to do that. Okay, window. Okay, let me make this a window. Maybe then it won't be so fucking weird. What the heck? Hello? Okay, now let me try this. Okay. Maybe... now. Okay. Should be fine. Hopefully. Okay. Okay. It should be okay now. But putting Natsuki aside, I haven't heard a thing from Sayori since she left club early the other day. It's not like we text each other all the time or anything, but I've been worried about her in the back of my mind. Between what Sayori said and what Monica said, is it really okay for me to put Sayori's feelings aside when she might need me? I decided to visit Sayori before Natsuki comes over. Rather than asking, I simply tell her, I'm coming over, much like we've done in the past. Once I reach Sayori's house, I knock on the door before entering it myself. Again, we used to play so often that we've made it a habit of simply entering each other's houses like we were family. The house is quiet. Sayori isn't anywhere on the first floor, so I assume she's up in her room. Yuzuru, you have your rainbow paw! Congratulations! You have your rainbow paw! Look at it! You got it. You got it, dude. You got it. You got your rainbow paw. Let's go. Sayori isn't anywhere on the first floor, so I assume she's up in her room. It's already strange of her not to run down and greet me. I head up to her bedroom where I finally find her. Sayori? Hi, Shimki! I sit down in her room. Sayori forces a smile, but it's easy to tell that she's different. There's a minute of silence between us. You haven't come over like this in a long time, have you? I guess you're right. It has been a long time. Not much has really changed, has it? Sayori's room is messy as as messy as it's always been. I also recognize the same stuffed animals and wall decorations that she's had for years now. If you came over more often, it wouldn't be such a mess. That's because I end up cleaning it for you. How come you suddenly wanted to come over today? Aren't you supposed to see Natsuki today? Yeah, but... Wait, how'd you know? Sayori had already left by the time we decided that last meeting. Monica told me. It's only natural for her to keep me informed about the festival preparations, right? Oh, that's true. But what about you? Are you gonna be helping Monica today? Of course! But I'm just helping her online. We didn't plan to meet up or anything. Oh, so it's just me and Natsuki then? Yep. There's more silence between us. Sayori stares in a random direction. Everything about her behavior is really uncharacteristic. I finally get to the point. I just wanted to see how you were doing. After you left on Friday. When something's wrong, you can't hide it from me. I know you too well. So, Sayori smiles, shaking her head. That's no good. Huh? Why can't it just be like it's always been? This is all my fault. If I didn't get so weak and accidentally express my feelings, if I didn't make that stupid mistake, then you wouldn't have been worried about me at all. You wouldn't have come here. You wouldn't have even been thinking about me right now. But this is just my punishment, isn't it? I'm getting punished for being so selfish. I think that's why the world decided to have you come over today. It just wants to torture me. Sayori? I grab Sayori by the shoulders. What on earth are you saying? Are you listening to yourself right now? I know something happened to you. There's no other explanation for you to be like this. So tell me already. Until I know, I won't be able to stop thinking about it. Ah. Sayori gives me an empty smile. You really put me in a trap, Shimki. But you're wrong. Nothing happened to me. I've always been like this. You're just seeing it for the first time. Seeing what? What are you talking about, Sayori? You're really just gonna make me say it, aren't you, Shimki? I guess I have no choice this time. The thing is, I've had really bad depression my whole life. Did you know that? Why do you think I'm late to school every day? Because most days I can't even find a reason to get out of bed. What reason is there to do anything when I fully know how worthless I am? Why go to school? Why eat? Why make friends? Why make other people put their energy and caring to waste by having them spend it on me? That's what it feels like. And that's why I just want to make everyone happy, without anyone worrying about me. I'm in shock. I can't even figure out how to respond. How is it possible that Sayori kept this from me the entire time I've known her? Did she really want so badly for me to just not think about her? Why, Sayori? Huh? Why is it that you've never told me about this? It almost feels like I've been betrayed as your close friend. Because if I knew, I would have done everything I could to support you. Even if there's only so much that I could do, I would have tried a little bit harder to make every day a little better for you. That's why I'm your friend. All you had to do was tell me. You don't understand it all, Shimki. Why do you think I didn't tell you? Because if I told you, then you would have to waste effort caring about me instead of doing important things. I don't want to be cared about. It's bittersweet when people try to care about me. It feels nice sometimes. But it also feels like a bat being swung against my head. That's why I wanted so badly for you to make friends with everyone else. Helping everyone be happy together is the best thing for me. But then I discovered something else too. Seeing you make friends and get closer with everyone in the club, it feels like a spear going through my heart. So that's why. That's why I decided the world just wants to torture me. Every path leads to nothing but hurt. You're right that I don't understand. I don't understand your feelings at all, Sayori. But I don't need to understand. Whatever it takes for me to help you stop hurting, that's what I'll do. No, Shimki. There's nothing. Nothing at all. The only thing that could have helped is if everything could be like it always was. But I was selfish. I finally showed you what a horrible person I am. Tears streaked down Sayori's face. I made you join the literature club because I was selfish. And I was punished by my heart hurting in a way that I couldn't understand. And now you came here and I made you hurt too. I'm just weak and selfish. That's all I am. And that's why I'm going to accept these punishments. Because I deserve every last one. Without thinking, I once again grabbed Sayori's shoulders. Who's best girl? Natsuki, but I also like Sayori a lot. Hi, Gin! Hi, Rip Shimki, trying so hard. I'm trying! Don't give up! Let's get you on some... Not Lexapro. Not Cymbalta. Wellbutrin! We gotta get her medicated. Not Zoloft either. Let's get you some medication and some therapy and a cookie. Listen, Zoloft carrying me right now. She just needs 2 Zoloft and some Starbies, some Starbucks. She needs a weighted blanket, a Himalayan salt lamp, a candle, Starbucks, Zoloft, and a Squishmallow. That's what we need to get this girl. And a slice of chocolate cake. That's the whole package. I know. Get this girl a Squishmallow stat. I love my Squishmallow. I only have one, and it's Snoopy. Man. I gotta put on... No, Pride and Prejudice will make her feel worse. I'll put on Rugrats for her. I'll put on all her childhood favorite cartoons. Without thinking, I once again grab Sayori's shoulders. This time, I pull her into a tight embrace. Shimki. Sayori, I don't care if you feel selfish. I'm really happy that you convinced me to join the club. Seeing you every day makes it worthwhile enough. If I make friends with everyone else, then that's just a bonus. But please never underestimate how much I care about you. I wouldn't have it any other way. Shimki. Sayori isn't hugging me back. Despite my arms being wrapped around her, Sayori's arms remain at her sides. She starts sobbing next to my ear. No, don't do this to me. Please don't do this. Shimki, Sayori barely manages to speak between her sobs. I don't know if I'm doing the right thing, but all I want is for her to know that I care. If you have it in you to call yourself selfish, then you have to let me be selfish too. No matter what it takes, I'll figure out what needs to change. I'll make these feelings go away. And if there's anything that you need me to do, then you better tell me. I'll get mad if you don't. I don't know. I don't know. Gently, Sayori finally puts her arms around me in return. I don't know anything. It's all really scary. I don't understand any of my feelings, Shimki. The only time I'm not feeling nothing is when I'm feeling pain. But your hugs are so warm, and that's really scary too. Sayori lets me go. As she does so, I let her go as well. The festival is tomorrow. Yeah. It's gonna be fun, right? Yeah. How would you like for me to spend it all with... How would you like for me to spend it all with you? It's what I want. I promise. I think that would be nice then. Yeah. Sayuri wipes her eyes. If I could spend the whole day here, I would. Of all days, this has to be the one where I have other plans. Maybe I should cancel. No, don't! Please don't. If you did that, then I really wouldn't forgive you. But it's almost time for Natsuki to meet me at my house. At the very least, do you want to come along and help out? It would be fun. To my surprise, Sayuri shakes her head. I'm sorry. I don't know if that would be very good for me today. You understand, right? Oh. It's kind of hard for me to fully understand. Also, Una, hi. I forgot to say hi when I read your message earlier. I hope you're having a good night, Una. But I'm trying my hardest. It's okay. Don't worry too much about it. I'll see you tomorrow, okay? Alright. I look forward to it. I say goodbye to Sayuri and exit her house. On the way home, I find myself still feeling uneasy. But it's hard for me to keep thinking about it when Natsuki is about to come over too. I think Sayuri's right. I shouldn't be worrying too much, and we're definitely going to have a great time tomorrow. I should just focus on what's ahead of me. I spend only a few minutes back at home, anxiously awaiting Natsuki's arrival. Before I know it, she texts me to let me know she's outside the front door. Without delay, I open the front door to let her in. Sup? Hey. I don't know what I was expecting, but seeing Natsuki in something other than her school uniform totally threw me off. Seeing her in such cute clothes makes the uniform seem totally unfitting in comparison. Geez, don't make it feel so awkward already. It's gonna be a long afternoon, so don't be weird just because you're not used to seeing me outside of school. Anyway, I'm coming in. I see you brought a lot of stuff. Natsuki is carrying a large bag that is probably full of baking supplies. Well, I didn't want to come all this way to find out that your kitchen isn't equipped for the job. You bought everything I asked you to, right? Yeah, I did. Yesterday, Natsuki asked me to buy a bunch of ingredients if I didn't already have them at home. Good. Glad I could count on you to do your part. Well, of course. I love Shiki. I love Gin. Yeah, I think she's wearing a skirt. She's wearing a skirt, yeah. I'm surprised to hear Natsuki suddenly say that rather than something snarky like she usually does. Could it be that she's a little different outside of school after all? Anyway, let's go to the kitchen. What, you're not even gonna offer to take this heavy bag from me? Where's your hospitality, Shimki? Come on, since when did I need to be a gentleman? I grab the bag Natsuki holds out to me. This is ridiculously heavy! Ha! I carried that all the way here. Are you impressed? I see now. Yeah, I'm impressed, Natsuki. It seems like I always underestimate you. Heh. It's because I'm so small, isn't it? You jerk. Natsuki hits a fist into my chest. Hey. Your size has nothing to do with it. Do you really hate being small that much? Huh? It's not like I hate it. I mean, sometimes I like proving people wrong when they only think I'm worth my size. It's fun when I get to be small and also better than other people. But... Geez, never mind. What are you making me say? I don't think you can make me talk about weird things just because we're not at school. Are we getting started or what? There's a lot of stuff I gotta teach you. Haha. What? That's a little bit more like you. You're more fun when you just speak your mind like that. Hey! Now you are treating me like a kid. I was just trying to be a little nicer to you, you know. And just because I don't have a mature and sexy figure like Yuri doesn't mean you should treat me like... Natsuki catches her words and her face turns red. Natsuki? Forget it. I didn't say anything. I should apologize. Huh? I appreciate you were trying to be nicer. I should have been a little more considerate too. But also, if that's what you're thinking, then you should know that there are tons of guys who are into body types like yours. Oh. How would you know that anyway? Just trust me on this one. Gross. Hey! Was that to me? Who else? Man, let's just get started already. Haha. You get all sour when a girl calls you gross. I finally found your weakness, Shimki. Natsuki smiles deviously.
Please, spare me.
Well, if Natsuki decides to dish out more insults like that, there's no way I'm not fighting back. But she's satisfied enough for now, finally starting to pull things out of her bag so we can get started. Before long, the whole kitchen is a mess. Spoons, dirty bowls, flour, spilled fluid, and plastic bags are strewn about every countertop. The mixer isn't big enough to make all the batter at once, so we've had to do it several times. Meanwhile, Natsuki is babysitting all of my movements to make sure I don't mess up her precious baking. Shimki, where did you put the food coloring? The batter's going in the oven soon, so I need to fill the trays. I think it's still in the bag next to the table. What are you using it for? To color the batter, of course. I'm making each tray a different color. That way, even if the flavors aren't different, everyone can still pick their favorite. That's a cute idea. Are we doing anything like that with the icing? Do you want to? You're asking me? I don't really have a preference, so... Oh, come on! You're not putting any heart into this at all! Can't you at least try to have fun? I'm having fun. I'm not really sure what Natsuki's trying to get out of me. Meanwhile, I see her separate the batter into smaller bowls... Ooh, hiccup. And put a few drops of food coloring into each. Oh, that does look pretty cool. See? It's not like baking is just about following instructions. The presentation is where you get to be creative and have the most fun. It's a million times more worth it in the end if just looking at it makes everyone's eyes lighten up. Like the ones you made on my first day, huh? I recall Natsuki proudly presenting her cat-shaped cupcakes and Sayuri Monika's delighted expressions. I wonder if I can make Natsuki proud like that too. Yeah, maybe I'll use the food coloring then. Sounds like you're starting to understand. Just make sure you completely finish mixing the icing before you mess with the food coloring. Yeah, it's getting there. We were using the electric mixer for the batter, so I got stuck with a whisk and a huge bowl for the icing. Huh? The icing's still all lumpy. Are you even trying? Well, yeah. It'll just take a little longer. Jeez, I'll be here all night if you do it like that. Here, look. Natsuki grabs the whisk from me and uses her other hand to tilt the bowl back. You really need to beat the crap out of it. After a few seconds, the consistency of the icing is already improved. See? As if to emphasize, Natsuki sticks a finger in the icing and pops it in her mouth. I reluctantly start to do the same. Hey! Natsuki suddenly grabs my wrist. I don't want your gross fingers in my icing. Your icing, huh? Are you forgetting who did all the work? I start to fight back, trying to inch my finger towards the bowl. Don't make me beat the crap out of you next. I'd like to see you try. I push harder, just enough for my finger to reach the icing. I triumphantly scoop some with my finger, just as Natsuki tugs with all her might. The force of Natsuki pulling me causes me to stumble, making her stumble and turn. Gross. You got it on my face. Whose fault is that? There's a big glob of icing on Natsuki's cheek. She tries to reach it with her tongue, but it's too far away. Jeez. You know what? Take this. Natsuki instead wipes it off with her finger before shoving her finger towards my own face. You wish. I'm faster. I grab her wrist with my hand before it reaches my face. Natsuki tries to use her other hand to fight back, but I grab that one as well. Oh yeah. Stop! Not until you apologize for calling me gross. Fine. I'm sorry for calling you gross. You know I don't mean it. It's just fun seeing you react to it. You do that to me all the time, you know. Saying dumb things just to get a reaction out of me. You really shouldn't tease girls like that. Is that so? In that case, I probably shouldn't do this either. I take Natsuki's finger and put it in my mouth. Licking off the icing! What? Did you seriously just... Natsuki is so surprised that she can't even figure out how to get mad at me. Her face is entirely red. Shimki, you really shouldn't do that kind of thing to girls. Unless you really like them. You know that, right? What kind of question is she asking me just like that? How did the mood turn to this so quickly? Natsuki gazes at me in silence. I notice her shallow breaths. Why am I starting to feel dizzy? Huh? Out of nowhere, the fire alarm starts going off. Natsuki rushes over to the oven. Is something burning? I thought you didn't put the cupcakes in yet. No wonder. You left a dirty tray in here, dummy. How could you make a mistake like that? You should have checked before turning the oven on. Don't blame me for your mistakes. Jeez. Natsuki uses an oven mitt to grab the blackened tray out of the oven. She sets it on top of the stove. In another moment, the fire alarm stops. Anyway, I'm putting them in the oven now. Yeah. The tension from the moment before still lingers over our heads. But the moment has already been lost. I watch as Natsuki slides the cupcake trays into the oven. Then, I reluctantly pick up the whisk and continue with the icing like nothing ever happened. That smells so good! The cupcakes are ready to be pulled out of the oven. As soon as Natsuki opens the oven door, a blast of sweet-smelling warm air fills the room. Look at how cute they all look. She proudly shows off the different colored cupcakes in each of the trays. They'll look even better once we add the icing. Not like you need to tell me that. I brought decorating stuff, so I hope you can get creative. Here, scoop the icing into these bags. Natsuki hands me some plastic bags. I have these nozzles that'll make it look nice and fluffy. This one can even make flowers. We probably won't be using it this time, though. What's this one for? I pick up one of the nozzles that has a much thinner tip than the others. That one's really thin, so you can use it to make stripes or other patterns. But you can also use it to write stuff on a cake. Like happy birthday or whatever. Huh. I see. This gives me an idea, actually. Huh? Well, it is a literature event, right? We can make it more literature-themed by writing a different word on each of the cupcakes. It would be fun to see people choose their cupcake based on a word they like. I was kind of expecting you to say something really stupid. But that's actually a really cute idea, so... Maybe I'm getting it from you. What's that supposed to mean? I'm not cute. Come on. We're not at school, nobody's judging. You can't dress and act like this and not expect me to think you're cute. Well... Natsuki's voice trails off. Same with you. Huh? Did you say something? No, nothing. Let's just do the icing. Natsuki picks up the paste and fastens a nozzle onto each of the bags. There's a lot to do, so we shouldn't be wasting time. Here, I'll show you how to do it. Without giving me a chance to think about before, Natsuki quickly moves on. She shows me how to apply the icing, and then we each get to work. Jesus. When we're finally finished, Natsuki puts them all side by side to admire our work. Look at how pretty they are together. Yeah, they are, aren't they? I wish I could have one now. Well, there's no reason you can't, right? I don't see any harm in that. Well, yeah, but... my dad's making dinner tonight, so I really need to save my appetite. Sayori's the exact opposite in that regard. If she was here, we'd probably be down 10 cupcakes already. And she would still eat dinner. Come on, that's just unhealthy. Besides, when my dad cooks, I need to eat as much of it as I can. Well, anyway. I was hoping we could have time for manga, but I need to be home for dinner. Already? That's a shame. It's your fault for working so slowly. You should have thought about that. It's not like you always have this chance. Man, as usual, Natsuki places the blame on me. You can bring the cupcakes tomorrow, right? If you and Sayori each carry some, then you can probably do it in one trip. Yeah, I can do that. And don't worry, I won't let her eat any. I wish she would listen to me the way she listens to you. Yeah. I again think back to the conversation I had with Sayori earlier today. I felt so helpless. Sayori always does listen to me, but at that point it felt like she couldn't listen to me at all. Okay, I'm all packed up. Good work today. You too. I'll walk you out, I guess. Just like that, Natsuki is already about to leave. It feels like the afternoon went by in a flash. More than that, did I even take the opportunity to get closer to her like I wanted? Well, I guess I'll be off then. Thanks for all the help and everything. I'll see you tomorrow. Wait, Natsuki. What you said before about not always having this chance. It doesn't have to be that way at all. I had fun today. You showed me how fun baking can be like you wanted. But aside from that, you can come over anytime, okay? I think that if possible, I'd like to spend more time like this. If you want to read manga or go out somewhere... do you really mean that? Natsuki looks at me tensely like she's trying to hide her expression. Yeah, I want to spend more time with you. Shimki, I thought you only cared about getting this done. I'm sorry I had to leave so early today. I really didn't want to. I would really stay here longer if I could. I feel the same way as you, so...
Natsuki suddenly gets closer to me.
Wait, Natsuki! Standing inches from me, Natsuki looks up at me. I feel her fingers gently clutch at the sides of my shirt as if holding on to me. Her rose-colored cheeks and matching eyes fill my vision along with her slightly parted lips. What is happening? My head starts to go dizzy as I feel her soft breaths against me. I've felt it for a while now. Natsuki suddenly jumps back. Sayori! No! Hi, Shimki. Sayori? Just now, we weren't... It's okay, Shimki. I just stopped by to say hi. Well... You should have come a little earlier. I'm already on my way out, so... Oh, really? That's too bad. Yeah, well... I'll still see you at the festival tomorrow, so it's fine. Just don't eat any cupcakes before then. Anyways, later! Clearly flustered, Natsuki hurries off and Sayori waves goodbye. Sayori? I thought you didn't want to come over today. Well, I tried staying in my room, but my imagination was being really mean to me. So, I had to come here and see it for myself. I shouldn't have worn sweatpants!
She saw the imprint.
See what? What are you talking about? You know, how much fun you were having with Natsuki? And how close you got to her? It makes me really happy that you've made such good friends. That's all that matters to me. Tears start to fall down Sayori's face. That's all that matters to me. Why am I feeling this way, Shimki? I'm supposed to be happy for you. Why does it feel like my heart is splitting in half? It hurts so much. Everything hurts so much. This would be so much better if I could just disappear. Sayori, don't say that. It's true. If I wasn't here, then you wouldn't have to waste your sympathy on me. You wouldn't have to put up with me being selfish. Monica was right. I should just... Monica? Monica was right about what? Sayori, what I said before is true. I'm not gonna let this continue. Caring about you like this isn't the burden your mind is making it out to be. It's something that makes me happy. It's something that I wouldn't trade for anything else. So even if it takes an entire lifetime, I'm gonna be by your side until you don't feel any more pain. But... Sayori looks away. I put a hand on her shoulder to reassure her. I'm scared, Shimki. I'm really scared. What are you scared of, Sayori? I'm scared that I might like you more than you like me. Sayori? It's true, isn't it? I was weak and started to like you too much. I did this to myself. Shimki, I like you so much that I want to die. That's how I feel. And... That's enough, Sayori. I don't want you to hurt anymore. I slide my hand down Sayori's arm and squeeze her hand in my own. Do you remember how I said I always know what's best for you? Do you still believe me? Wordlessly, Sayori nods. Even if you don't understand all of your own feelings, I know what you need the most right now. And that's what I'm gonna give to you. Oh, man. I'm trying to date Natsuki. You'll always be my dearest friend. What you need most is for things to be like they've always been. Monica told me the truth. She told me how much happier you seemed after I joined the club. I know you're struggling with some really difficult feelings right now. But please trust me that I know what's best and what will make you happy in the end. I promise I'll help you get things back to the way they were. I see. Sayori forces a smile through an incredibly pained expression. Is this what it feels like to get stabbed in the chest? I should write a poem about this. Sayori, it's okay. This is just my punishment, remember? For being so selfish. So please. Please don't worry about these stupid feelings. I know you're right. I knew this whole time that there's no happiness down that path. That's why I came here. Just so I could get the answer I needed to hear. And the other thing. You're also right that I just wanted to go back to the way it was. I realize that now. You really do know me better than anyone, Shimki. I'll trust you with anything. Anything at all. So, Sayori's smile finally breaks. All of a sudden, she turns around and drops to her knees.
Oh no.
Clutching her head with both hands, she screams as loudly as she can. I'm so shocked that I don't know how to react. Sayori looks over her shoulder and flashes me one more weak smile before turning around and running off. Sayori! I'm left helplessly standing in front of my house. Why am I feeling so horrible about this? There's nothing more that I could have done. The most I can do is support Sayori through her feelings and help her on the path that's right. But I'm having as much trouble understanding Sayori's feelings as she is. Even though I can comfort her, I keep wondering if I should be doing something more or something different. I know these thoughts will continue to plague me until things are back to the way they were. I'm gonna give it everything I've got. Sayori will always be my dearest friend. And I'll do whatever it takes to put a smile on her face every day. It's the day of the festival. Of all days, I expected this to be the one where I'd be walking to school with Sayori. But Sayori isn't answering her phone. I considered going to her house to wake her up, but decided that's a little too much. Meanwhile, the preparations for the event should be nearly complete. I managed to carry all the cupcakes myself by carefully stacking 2 trays. Natsuki is already texting up a storm, but I can't respond thanks to my hands being full. Funnily enough, I probably feel the same way as Natsuki about the event. I'm more excited for it to be over so I can spend time with Sayori and Natsuki at the festival. But knowing Monica, I'm sure the event will be great too. Shimki, you're the first one here. Thanks for being early. That's funny, I thought at least Yuri would be here by now. Monica is placing little booklets on each of the desks in the classroom. They must be the ones she prepared that have all the poems we're performing. In the end, I found a random poem online that I thought Monica would like and submitted it. So that's the one I'll be performing. I'm surprised you didn't bring Sayori with you. Yeah, she overslept again. That dummy. You'd think that on days this important she'd try a little harder. I say that, but I suddenly remember what Sayori told me yesterday. And I suddenly feel awful knowing it's not nearly that simple for her. I only said it because it's the way I'm used to thinking. But maybe I should have gone to wake her up after all? You should take a little responsibility for her, Shimki. I mean, especially after your exchange with her yesterday. Kinda left her hanging this morning, you know. Exchange? Monica, you know about that? Of course I do. I'm the club president after all. But I stammer, embarrassed. Did Sayori really tell her about it that quickly? About how I basically turned down her confession? Oh my god, Miss Miri! Hello! Hello! Can I mod from this computer yet? Let's see. Standard. Oh my god, I can mod people again! Hello, Miss Miri! The story is good. I've actually played this, like, years ago, and I tried for Yuri, and I'm trying for Natsuki this time. So I've played it once before already, but I'm trying a different route this time. Yeah. Congratulations on your debut! You're so cute. I loved your debut. That makes me really seem like the bad guy here. But I'm the one who knows what's best for her, right? Jeez. You don't know the full story at all, so... Don't worry. I probably know a lot more than you think. Huh? Monica is being as friendly as usual, but for some reason I felt a chill down my spine after hearing that. Hey, do you want to check out the pamphlets? They came out really nice. Yeah, sure. I smooch you? I smooch you! Mwah! Oh yeah, they really did. Something like this will definitely help people take the club more seriously. Yeah, I thought so too. I flipped through the pages. Each member's poem is neatly printed on its own page, giving it an almost professional feel. I recognized Natsuki and Yuri's poems from the ones they performed during our practice. What's this? I flipped to Sayori's poem. It's different from the one she practiced. It's one that I haven't read before. Get out of my head. 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 Get out of my... Get out of my head. Get out of my head before I do what I know is best for you. Get out of my head before I listen to everything she said to me. Get out of my head before I show you how much I love you. Get out of my head before I finish writing this poem. But a poem is never actually finished. It just stops moving. What is this? Reading the poem, I get a pit in my stomach. Shimki? What's wrong? Nothing. This poem feels completely different from everything else Sayori's written. But more than that, I changed my mind. I'm gonna go get Sayori, so... well, alright. Try not to take too long, okay? I quickly leave the classroom. Don't strain yourself. Monica calls that out after me. I quicken my pace. What was I thinking? I should have tried a little bit harder for Sayori. It's not a big deal to at least wait for her or help her wake up. Even the simple gesture of walking her to school makes her really happy. Besides, I told her yesterday that things will be the same as they always have been. That's all she needs and what I wanted to give her. I reach Sayori's house and knock on the door. I don't expect an answer since she's not picking up her phone either. Like yesterday, I open the door and let myself in. Sayori? She really is a heavy sleeper. I swallow. I can't believe I ended up doing this after all. Waking her up in her own house? Isn't that more like something a boyfriend would do? In any case, it just feels right. Outside Sayori's room, I knock on her door. Sayori? Wake up, dummy! There's no response. I really didn't want to have to enter a room like this. Isn't it kind of a breach of privacy? But she really leaves me no choice. I gently open the door. There's a really sick mashup of this with a 21 Pilots song. I heard that mashup. It's really good. Wish we could turn back time to the good old days. What the hell? What the hell? Is this a nightmare? It has to be. This isn't real. There's no way this can be real. Sayori wouldn't do this. Everything was normal up until a few days ago. That's why I can't believe what my eyes are showing me. Suppress the urge to vomit. Just yesterday, I told Sayori I would be there for her. I told her I know what's best and that everything will be okay. Then why? Why would she do this? How could I be so helpless? What did I do wrong? Turning down her confession? That has to have been what pushed her over the edge. Her agonized scream still echoes in my ears. Why did I do that to her when she needed me the most? Why was I so selfish? This is my fault. My swarming thoughts keep telling me everything I could have done to prevent this. If I just spent more time with her, walked her to school, and gave her what I know she wanted out of our relationship, then I could have prevented this. I know I could have prevented this. Screw the literature club. Screw the festival. I just lost my best friend. Someone I grew up with. She's gone forever now. Nothing I could do can bring her back. This isn't some game where I can reset and try something different. I had only one chance, and I wasn't careful enough. And now I'll carry this guilt with me until I die. Nothing in my life is worth more than hers. But I still couldn't do what she needed from me. And now, I can never take it back. Never. 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 And... Doki. All right, let's go back. What? I forgot about the... Whoa. I see an annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is not in a language I can read. My neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. Shall we talk about the cruelest part of that decision part? Sure. Lay it on me. Let's have a discussion. What is up? Let's see. What did you say? That's my childhood best friend. Redacted. Choosing I love you doesn't work either. Sag. If both the answers are wrong, what is right? Monica. Monica is right. However, I just sigh and I go in front of the crosswalk and let Blank catch up to me. This kind of baller beat. Aw, it's over. It's an ordinary school day like any other. Mornings are usually the worst, being surrounded by couples and friend groups walking to school together. Meanwhile, I've always walked to school alone. I always tell myself it's about time I meet some girls or something like that. But I have no motivation to join any clubs. I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. There's always the anime club, but it's not like there would be any girls in it anyway. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. There really aren't any that interest me. Besides, most of them would probably be way too demanding for me to want to deal with. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Shimki? Monica? Oh my goodness, I totally didn't expect to see you there. It's been a while, right? Oh, yeah, it has. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically completely out of my league. Monica S. So, having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... What did you come in here for anyway? Oh, I've just been looking for some supplies to use for my club. Do you know if there's any construction paper in here? Or markers? I guess you could check the closet. You're in the debate club, right? About that. I actually quit the debate club. Really? You quit? Yeah. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. In that case, what club did you decide to join? Actually, I'm starting a new one. A literature club. Literature? That sounds kind of dull. How many members do you have so far? It's kind of embarrassing, but there are only 3 of us so far. It's really hard to find new members for something that sounds so boring. Well, I can see that. But it's really not boring at all, you know. Literature can be anything. Reading, writing, poetry. I mean, one of my members even keeps her manga collection in the club room. Wait, really? Yeah, it's funny, right? She always insists that manga is literature too. I mean, she's not wrong, I guess. And besides, a member's a member, right? Did Monica say she? Hey, Shimki, by any chance, are you still looking for a club to join? I mean, I guess so, but... In that case, is there any chance you could do me a big favor? I won't ask you to join, but if you could at the very least visit my club, it would make me really happy. Please? Well, I guess I have no reason to refuse. Besides, how can I ever refuse someone like Monica? Sure, I guess I could check it out. Awesome! You're really sweet, Shimki, you know that? It's nothing, really. Shall we go then? I'll look for the materials another time. You're more important. And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul to Monica and her irresistible smile. I timidly follow Monica across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Monica, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. I'm back! And I brought a guest with me. A guest? Seriously? You brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Don't be mean, Natsuki. But anyway, welcome to the club, Shimki. All words escape me in this situation. This club? is full of incredibly cute girls. So, let me guess. You're Monika's boyfriend, right? What? No, I'm not. Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude whose name is apparently Natsuki is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. Anyway, this is Natsuki, energetic as usual. And this is Yuri, the vice president. It's nice to meet you. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with someone like Natsuki. Yeah, it's nice to meet both of you. So, I ran into Shimki in a classroom, and he decided to come check out the club. Isn't that great? Wait, Monika! Didn't I tell you to let me know in advance before you brought anyone new? I was gonna... Well, you know. Sorry. I didn't forget that, but I just happened to run into him. In that case, I should at least make some tea, right? Yeah, that would be great. Why don't you come sit down, Shimki? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. Yuri walks to the corner of the room and opens the closet. Meanwhile, Monika and Natsuki sit across from each other. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Monika. So, I know you didn't really plan on coming here, but we'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, Natsuki? Well, I guess. Natsuki reluctantly agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monika must have worked really hard just to find these two. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot in the middle. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? Oh, I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidating. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that... You know... I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. So, Shimki, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga? I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change! What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books and not people. But, you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. Oh, I read a horror book once. I desperately grasped something I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. I'd expect that from you, Yuri. It suits your personality. Oh, is that so? Really, if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Ugh, I hate horror. Oh? Why is that? Hi, Ami! Ami, thank you so much for the raid! Hello, Frog Champs! Hello, Frog Raid! Hello, hello! I hope you all are having a fantastic day. Today we are playing Doki Doki Literature Club, and you might notice that chat is broken on the screen. I'm gonna have to fix that sometime after chat. Not after chat. After stream today. I hope you will understand. Yes, yes. Hope you're having fun, senpai. Thank you, Ami. I hope you had a good stream. Mwah! Thank you guys for coming by. Hehehe. I must have managed to fix it today. I gotta fix mine after stream. I'm hoping it's a quick fix. Yeah. Lots of chats have been acting up. I gotta try the method that our tech guy gave us. Oh? Why is that? Well, I just... Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called... Don't say it out loud! Get that back! Fine, fine. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess. Sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No! Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. We all sit in silence for a moment. Hey, I just got an idea. How about this? Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. Oh. I mean, I thought it was a good idea. Well, I think you're right, Monika. We should probably start finding activities for all of us to participate in together. I did decide to take on the responsibility of vice president, after all. I need to do my best to nurture the club as well as its members. Besides, now that we have a new member, it seems like a good step for us to take. Do you agree as well, Shimki? Hold on. There's still one problem. Huh? What's that? Now that we've reached the most important topic, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Monika may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and, I lose my train of thought. All three girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But... I'm sorry, I thought... Huh? The girls exchange glances before Monika turns back to me. I guess I need to tell you the truth, Shimki. The thing is, we don't have enough members yet to form an official club. We need 4, and I've been trying really, really hard to find new members. And if we don't find one before the festival, I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? I would feel terrible for letting everyone down in this situation. And besides, the club itself seems pretty relaxed. So if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls... Right. Okay. I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Oh my goodness, really? Do you really mean that, Shimki? Yeah, it could be fun, right? You really did scare me for a moment. I mean, if you really just left after all this, I'd be super pissed. Shimki, I'm so happy. We can become an official club now. Thank you so much for this. You're really amazing. I'll do everything I can to give you a great time, okay? Oh, thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Shimki, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri cleans up the tea set. I guess I'll be on my way then. Okay. I'll see you tomorrow then. I can't wait. With that, I depart the club room and make my way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the three girls. Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright, I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Sure.
Wish we could turn back time to the good old days.
Ooh. Comfort. Skirt. Parfait. Smile. Sunny. Shiny. Kawaii. Mouse. Precious. Bouncy. Ribbon. Cute. Blanket. Heart. Poof. Puppy. Giggle. Kiss. Marshmallow. Vanilla. Hi again, Shimki. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Whoa. Thank you for keeping your promise, Shimki. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on! Like he deserves any slack. You already had to be dragged here by Monica. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take it seriously, then you won't see the end of it. I can't fucking read, Monica. Can you please move? Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature! Swiftly defeated, Natsuki flops back into her seat. I'm sorry, Shimki. We'll make sure to put your comfort first, okay? Yuri shoots Natsuki with a disappointed glance. Anyway, now that you're in the club and all, perhaps you might have interest in picking up a book to read? Well, I can't really say no either way. Like you said, I'm in this club now. So it only feels right for me to do something like that if you ask. Wait, I didn't mean it like that. If you don't really want to, then forget I said anything, I guess. No, it's not that, Yuri. I want to try to be a part of this club. So even if I don't read often, I'd be happy to pick up a book if you wanted me to. Are you sure? I just felt like, well, as vice president and all, that I should help you get started on something you might like. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. And we could, you know, discuss it if you wanted. How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you, I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Cutie face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. Ugh! I hear Natsuki utter an exasperated sigh from within the closet. Dante! Thank you so much for being a member for 2 months! Honor and pleasure, ma'am. Thank you! Thank you. She seems to be annoyed by something. I approach her in case she needs a hand. You looking for something in there? Fucking Monica! She never puts my stuff back in the right spot. What's the point in keeping your collection organized if someone else is just gonna mess it up? Natsuki slides a bunch of stacked books and boxes across the shelf. Manga? You read manga, right? Oh, sometimes. Manga is one of those things where you can't admit you're really into it until you figure out where the other person stands. How did you know anyway? I heard you bring it up at some point. Besides, it's kind of written on your face. What's that supposed to mean? I see. There's a lone volume of manga amidst a stack of various books on the side of one of the shelves. Curious, I pull it out of the stack. There it is! Natsuki snatches it out of my hand. She then turns to a box of manga and slips the volume right into the middle of the rest. Ah, much better. Seeing a box set with one book missing is probably the most irritating sight in the world. I know that feel. I get a closer look at the box set she's admiring. Parfait Girls? It's a series I've never heard of in my life. That probably means it's either way out of my demographic or it's simply terrible. Had to clear my throat. If you're gonna judge, you can do it through the glass on that door. She points to the classroom door. Hey, I wasn't judging or anything. I didn't even say anything. It was the tone of your voice. But I'll tell you one thing, Shimki. Consider this a Don't judge a book! In fact, Natsuki pulls out the first volume of Parfait Girls from the box. I'm gonna show you exactly why. She shoves the book right into my hands. Oh, I stare at the cover. It features 4 girls in colorful attire striking animated feminine poses. It's exceedingly moe. Well, don't just stand there. Natsuki grabs my arm and pulls me out of the closet. She then takes a seat against the wall beneath the windowsills. She pats on the ground next to her, signaling me to sit there. Wouldn't chairs be more comfortable? I take my seat. Chairs wouldn't work. You can't read at the same time like that. Why is that? Good night, Meriden! Sleep well! Sweet dreams! Ugh, my throat. Ugh. Don't just say that. You'll make me feel weird about it. Natsuki crosses her arms and scooches an inch away from me. Sorry. I didn't exactly expect to be sitting this close to her either. Not that I can say it's a particularly bad thing. I open the book. It's only a few seconds before Natsuki once again inches closer, reclaiming the additional space while she hopes I won't notice. I can feel her peering over my shoulder, much more eager to begin reading than I am. Wow, how long has it been since I read the beginning? You don't go back and flip through the older volumes every now and then? Not really. Maybe sometimes after I already finished the series. Hey, are you paying attention? I am, but nothing's really happened yet, so I can talk at the same time. It looks like it's about a bunch of friends in high school. Typical slice of life. I kind of grew out of these since it's rare for the writing to be entertaining enough to make up for the lack of plot. Are you sure this isn't boring for you? It's not. Even though you're just watching me read? Well, I'm fine with that. If you say so. I guess it's fun sharing something you like with someone else. I always get excited when I convince any of my friends to pick up a series I enjoy. You know what I mean? You don't? That's not... Well, I wouldn't really know. What do you mean? Don't you share your manga with your friends? Could you not rub it in? Jeez. Oh, sorry. Like I could ever get my friends to read this. You just think manga's for kids. I can't even bring it up without them being all like, oh, you still haven't grown out of that yet? Makes me want to punch them in the face. Oh, I know those kinds of people. Honestly, it takes a lot of effort to find friends who don't judge, much less friends who are also into it. I'm already kind of a loser, so I guess I gravitated towards the other losers over time. But it's probably harder for someone like you. Huh? Yeah, that's pretty accurate.
Wait, which part?
I mean, I feel like I can't even keep it in my own room.
My dad would beat the shit out of me if he found this.
At least it's safe here in the club room. Except Monica's kind of a jerk about it. I just can't win, can I?
Well, it paid off in the end, didn't it?
Alright, Envy, sleep well, sweet dreams! I mean, here I am, reading it. Well, it's not like that solves any of my problems. Maybe.
At least you're enjoying yourself, right?
So? Jeez, that's enough. You gonna keep reading or what? Yeah.
I flipped the page.
Time passes. Natsuki is strangely quiet now. I glance over at her. It looks like she started to fall asleep.
Hey, Natsuki?
Yeah?
Suddenly, Natsuki collapses straight into me.
Hey!
Oh, hell yeah. This is a good remix.
Oh, jeez. Natsuki, are you okay? Here.
Monica reaches into her bag and pulls out some kind of protein bar. She throws it into Natsuki's direction. Natsuki's eyes suddenly light up again. She snatches the bar from the floor and immediately tears out the wrapper.
I told you not to give...
She doesn't even finish her sentence before stuffing it into her mouth.
Don't worry, Shimki. She's fine. It just happens every now and then. That's why I always keep a snack in my bag for her. Anyway, why don't we all share poems now?
I told Natsuki I was interested in her poems yesterday. It's probably only fair if I shared mine with her first.
Okay, well, let's start with the things I don't like. First of all, Natsuki rereads my poem. Never mind, I don't feel like giving you my opinion.
Then what's the point of sharing in the first place? I wrote this when I could have been doing other things.
Ugh.
In fact, remember how I said I wanted to read your poems? That's what I had in mind when writing this. I wanted to help you feel comfortable enough to share yours. Like Monica said.
Well, I would be more comfortable sharing my poem if yours was really bad. You were supposed to show me some dumb poem and make me go, ha, well, it's not that great, but let me show you what real literature looks like. And you went and ruined it. I hope you're happy.
So in other words, you're saying you liked it? Natsuki's retort gets caught in her throat.
You're so... You don't understand anything, do you? I already told you that. You don't have to go announcing it to the world like you're all self-important.
Pretty sure you never actually said that. I say that mostly to myself. Natsuki must really hate me or something. I can't figure out if it's a win or a loss that she liked my poem. In any case, you still need to show me yours, right?
Fine, I guess. Only because Monica will make me if I don't.
Slay. My back itches. Hold on.
Wow. Yeah. I told you that you weren't gonna like it.
I like it.
What?
Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it?
Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff.
so people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes! Exactly! I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did? I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did ya? Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes more than enough time for her to finish reading. Oh, sorry. I forgot to start speaking. It's fine. Don't force yourself. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah. Why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess then it might be after reading through it. Oh, so it's that bad? No? Did I just raise my voice? Oh, I'm so sorry. Yuri buries her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we really haven't gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine. I really didn't notice. What were you saying? Right. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form-fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little biased, though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily as if that's a rare opportunity for her. Which, itself, is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? I'm sorry I have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all, but it took you a long time to read. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. Huh? That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short? I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose? Are you in a ghost, Yuri? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Shinki. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work? They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost. Lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing.
That's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive.
It's nothing, really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things too.
Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you.
Manicure.
Hi, Shimki. Having a good time so far? Oh, yeah. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening.
Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay?
Alright, I'll keep that in mind.
Of course.
I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Shimki. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. I like it, Shimki. Really? It's a lot cuter than I expected. Oh, jeez. No. It kind of makes me think of something Natsuki would write. And she's a good writer, too. So take that as a compliment. If you say so. Yep. If you're interested in Natsuki, then always keep a snack on you. She'll cling to you like a puppy. Natsuki's dad doesn't give her lunch money or leave her any food in the house, so she's in a fussy mood pretty often. But sometimes she just loses all her strength and shuts down. Like earlier. This is just a guess, but I think she's so small because her malnutrition is interfering with her adolescent growth. But hey, some guys are into petite girls too, you know. Sorry, just trying to look on the bright side. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. So, what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Oh. Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kinda nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kinda coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Phew. I guess that's everyone. I glance around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poem can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Monica is writing something in her notebook. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange a sheet of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Huh? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk and with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Oh, thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feelings of giving up. How can that be cute?
I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice.
Huh? You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all.
Well, I do have a couple of suggestions.
Huh. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Monica liked it, and Shimki did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all,
excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring. Which I haven't yet. And Shimki liked my poem too, you know? He even told me he was impressed by it.
Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh, I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri.
Huh? That's not what I... You're just...
Yuri stands up as well.
Maybe you're just jealous that Shimki appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours.
Huh! And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself?
No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy.
Well, you know what? I was the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Shimki started showing up.
Natsuki!
Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you.
Taking out your own insecurities on others like that. You really act as young as you look, Natsuki.
Me? Look who's talking, you wannabe edgy bitch!
Edgy? Sorry that my lifestyle is too much for someone of your mental age to comprehend.
See? Just saying that proves my point. Most people learn to get over themselves after they graduate middle school, you know.
If you want to prove anything, then stop harassing others with your sickening attitude. You think you can counterbalance your toxic personality just by dressing and acting cute? The only cute thing about you is how hard you try.
Well, be careful, you might cut yourself on that edge, Yuri. Oh, my bad, you already do that, don't you?
Did you just accuse me of cutting myself? What the fuck is wrong with your head?
Yeah, go on. Let Shimki hear everything you really think. I'm sure he'll be head over heels for you after this.
Suddenly, Yuri turns toward me as if she just noticed I was standing here. Shimki? She's just trying to make me look bad.
That's not true. She started it.
Hey there. How you doing, little mama? Hey, Shimki. Why don't we step outside for a little bit, okay?
Sorry about that. They really shouldn't have tried to get you involved. It's probably better for us to stay out of this. Well, we'll go back inside once they're done yelling. Some president I am, right?
I can't even confront my own club members properly. I just wish I was able to be a little more assertive sometimes. But I never have it in me to put my foot down against others. You understand, right? Anyway, if this makes you want to spend less time with the others, then that's fine. I'd be happy to spend time with you instead. Suddenly, Natsuki runs out of the classroom. She quickly runs away. Oh dear. Well, it looks like they're done. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. Yuri is rocking back and forth in her desk with her palms on her forehead. Yuri? I didn't mean it! I believe you. I have no idea what Yuri might have said to Natsuki. Or did. Shimki, please don't hate me. Please? I'm not like this. There's something wrong with me today. It's fine, Yuri. We know you didn't mean it. Besides, I'm sure Natsuki will forget about this by tomorrow. Completely. Anyway, the meeting's over, so you can go home now if you want. Yuri looks at me like she wants to say something, but she keeps glancing at Monica. You can go first, Monica. I'd like to stay a little bit longer.
the president, so I should be the last one out. I'll wait for you to be done. Well, I'm vice president, so please let me take that responsibility today. It kind of sounds like you don't want me around for something, Yuri. It's not that. It's not that. I didn't get much of a chance to discuss my book with Shimki. It would just be embarrassing with you listening. I guess I don't really have a choice, do I? I'm sorry for causing trouble. But I really... Silly. Pink. Socks. Sugar. Rose. Oh. Portrait. Oh. Kitty. Doki Doki. Kawaii. Precious. Strawberry. Skirt. Whisper. Clumsy. Lucky. Fun. Jump. Happiness. Twirl. Alright. I'm gonna save. I think we're probably gonna end it there for today, so let me find someone for us to raid. 1 second. We can raid into Miss... Is Nana still streaming? She is. We can raid into Miss Nyanya Asteria. There we go. This keyboard is so clacky. We will raid into Miss Nyanya. Alright, let me check birthdays today. Let's see. Oh, we have 3 birthdays today, guys! Alright, I'm gonna go one by one. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Kyo. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Kyo! Happy birthday. Alright, next one. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Orbit and Decay. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Orbit and Decay. And then we have another one. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Yusuke. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Yusuke! Yippee! Yippee! Alright. I don't believe we got any shoopers or donos today. But I did get a member's message. So, Iron, thank you so much for being a member for 6 months. Welcome back, Shiki. Thank you. And thank you so much for the head pats. And Dante as well. Thank you so much for being a member for 2 months. Thank you, thank you. Alright, guys. I'm gonna head out for the day. I'm gonna take a shower. Not a shower. I'm gonna take a bath. And then I'm gonna sleep. And then in the morning, I'm gonna wake up and I'm gonna go look at the house that I'm probably gonna live in. Alright guys, thank you so much for coming out to today's stream. And I will see you all tomorrow for The Walking Dead Season 3 finale! I'm super duper excited about it. Alright guys, I will see you all later. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you! I will see you all later. Bye bye for now. Oyashiki!